case?
That's correct, John.
Okay, so you're the overall chief whole kit and caboodle.
I am.
Okay, fantastic. Can we clarify or confirm the details that Nick was talking about in that piece? Starting salary of $12.72 an hour for bus drivers in Wellington?
John, that's correct. The starting rate for a driver is $12.72.
Okay.
That's as a trainee driver. I'd like to point out that the $12.72 is a number that we've said to the union as part of the negotiation that the drivers stay on that for 12 months. We've said as part of the talks before they broke down that we're happy to bring that through to 3 months.
Okay, and just confirming,
the rejected that.
Bruce, just confirming, you're back in talks tomorrow, right? So talks are back on again?
We are.
Okay,
We are.
So $12.72 is the starting salary. You're prepared to say, instead of 12 months, that's going to be 3 months now as a trainee salary?
We've put that on the table already, John, yes.
Okay, what about the fact that, given the change to their rosters, drivers are on average earning less than they were 2.5, 3 years ago? Is that the case?
John, let me just correct some of the numbers. The average wage for a driver in Go Wellington at the moment is $40,560. That effectively equates to $18.14 an hour. We've got a situation here, Nick is quite right, we rescheduled our business last year and that was entirely around the hours drivers were working. It's a safety issue.
Okay.
Safety and reliability issue.
Sorry, Bruce, you haven't really answered my question. Are some drivers earning less than they were earning 2 or 3 years ago?
I can't give you specifics about a particular driver, John. The short answer is we've put an offer on the table.
Are some drivers earning less? Are some drivers, not all of them, not specific ones, just some, earning less than they were earning 2 or 3 years ago?
John, without the detail of specific drivers' earnings, I can't answer that question.
Right, so it's possible the union's correct when they say that?
It's possible.
So, which would seem on the face of it, given that there's been inflation and interest rate increases and petrol increases and all that kind of stuff, pretty tough if your real income is lower now than it was 2 or 3 years ago. Would you concede that?
John, let me go back to the number. The average earnings for a driver at Go Wellington, 285 drivers, is $40,564. I would suggest most Kiwis would think that's a reasonable income.
Right, so and that's roughly $18 something an hour?
$18.14 an hour, yes.
Okay, and you're happy with that? You think that is reasonable for driving a bus in Wellington and also for being the front window of your company?
Oh, look, the job the drivers do is very, very important. They are the front window of the company. Here in Wellington, they transport, on an average daily, 50,000 people. It's a very important role in our business.
And that's worth $18 something an hour?
It is at this moment. That's the offer that's on the table, yes. We've offered a 7% improvement in that number. So if I can just tell you what the offer is, it's a 7% increase this year, 3.25 next year, and there was a bonus payment or an additional payment offered to the drivers upon ratification on Monday.
Do you feel confident now, given what's taken place today, which is effectively a lockout, that you will be able to agree tomorrow or get close to some sort of agreement with the union?
Oh, John, I'm delighted we're back at the table tomorrow. The escalation in the industrial action that forced us to end up in a lockout situation is particularly unhappy. I'm unhappy about it. I'm disappointed. That situation, we locked out ultimately because we couldn't run our business safely and reliably. And as I said, there's 50,000 people involved in that process, along with our drivers. I'm enormously encouraged by the fact we've got back together. I'm extremely hopeful over the next day or two we'll get this thing resolved. It's very important we do that.
Bruce, good luck. Bruce Emson, who is New Zealand Bus's Chief Executive. Thanks very much indeed for joining us.
Thanks, John.
After the break,